Digimon is one of the newer card games to come out. With so many starter decks and packs to pick from, where do you even begin? With a budget of only $20 a week, without trading or buying singles, can I get my invite to Nationals? This is what I set out to find, and I would like to invite you to come along with me on this perilous journey. Let's get this digital gate open. Hello everyone, welcome to Nightcore TCG. This is your host, Knight, and today I bring you a brand new series and a brand new channel. I would like to thank RevzCards and Nyhmnim for the inspiration to do the series. I would have never done this without them. I recommend you go and watch their content. Their channels will be linked in the description below. With that out of the way, let's begin. I decided to do this series for fun, as Digimon is one of the few games I genuinely love. I wanted to see if it was even possible for new players who wanted to get into the game to have success with just a few starter decks and a small budget. I start out with two Digimon starter decks, as they are both the newest starter deck and the most accessible one for brand new players. Older starter decks such as Kakaitis Blue and Gaia Red go for outrageous prices, so I don't recommend them. I got these two with our weekly budget of $20 and a set of Digimon sleeves to go with them, gifted by a patron over at my Patreon. I recommend doing this as a new player. The reason why you want two starter decks is because they only contain a certain amount of cards that you will need, such as Digimon only coming in at 2 copies per starter deck. This will give us a decently good deck to start with. With that, let's crack these open. This Digimon starter deck comes with 54 cards, a set of memory gauges, a set of index cards to help you learn to play the game, and a set of 6 tamers, which are reprints of older tamers that were hard to get. We will be using the Kamiya tamer to help us out in the beginning. Now let me go ahead and open this up so we can get the contents out. I really like the boxes these comes in. These are smaller than the average one. Usually the average starter deck comes in a much bigger deck, but I guess they're going with like the Japanese sized starter deck box sizes. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, let's go ahead and get this open. As I said before, we're going to be seeing some tamer cards. Now here is the deck, here are the tamer cards, and look, there's even the Kamiya I was talking about earlier. So let me go ahead and get this open. So every single deck comes with 4 eggs. Our 4 eggs are going to be Gurimon for the start. This card lets us get, if there are 2 or more Digimon in play, this just gets plus 1,000 to our Digimon that's in there. Some regular vanilla Candlemon, 2 costs, cheap, it'll help us get in there. The Solarmon in this deck are very, very important. What they do is they allow players, either you or your opponent, to not be able to reduce play costs. So, say you're going against like a deck that requires reducing play costs, such as, what's it called? Blue Flare. Blue Flare is one of them. That's pretty annoying. We're gonna have some Huckmon here. These Huckmon are pretty good. 3 memory, 3 play cost to start with, 2000 DP, and it has a decent on the field effect, which is when you play a Digimon with Sistermon the same, you gain a memory once per turn. But the really nice thing about it is if this Digimon has Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights as inheritable, it gets plus 1000 DP, which is pretty good because it prevents some of your cards from getting blown up. We have 4 copies of Meramon, another pretty good level 4 vanilla here. Decently cheap cost at 4, but that 1 cost, it makes everything so much better. Here's the Bao Huckmon, pretty good. Well, this Digimon has Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits, it gets plus 1000 DP. We are going to 100% play this. Skull Meramon's really, really good. It is a vanilla level 5. 3 costs, which is kind of pricey compared to some of the other ones. Well, not really. 3 costs is just a regular price. But 9k DP is pretty big. 6 play cost is actually really cheap, so that's not bad if we ever have to play one down. And then the Savior Huckmon, which says, when Digivolving, this Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon for the turn, which is pretty nice, because even though you're Digivolving on top of it, if you were to get Digivolved to like Jesmon over here, you are still able to attack over like an unsuspended Digimon, which is pretty cool, because effects still stay on the board for Digimon, even if it evolves. And its inheritable is when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Royal Knights in its traits, you may play one Digimon with Sistermon and its name from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. That's pretty damn good, not gonna lie. We have 2 copies of Volcanomon. This is a dual color, level 5. Now this one is pricey, it is cost of 4, but it can be Digimon on top of a black or a red. Not too shabby, not too shabby. It has blocker as its main effect. Its inheritable just straight up gives +1 security attack, which is pretty good, but I'm not sure if we'll end up playing this, because usually just having around 8 level 5s is way better. Now, here we go, the main star of the show, Jesmon. So, Jesmon is really good. 4 cost is a bit much for like most level 6s, but it's 12,000 DP, so it makes sense. The thing that really that it has going for it is that it has Blitz. So, but basically what Blitz does is this Digimon can attack, even if it's your opponent's turn. So say you go, well I should say, if your memory over goes above like 0 and it goes past 1 to your opponent's turn, this can still attack your opponent's Digimon or your opponent's security, which is pretty good. Not just that, but when attacking, not once per turn, mind you, you may play 1 Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its card. So that's how we get our Sistermons out, which is pretty cool. And the cool thing about Digimon is that you can sequence it where you get to pick which effect goes off first, which is really nice. And then once per turn during your turn, when you play another Digimon by effect, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP and gains security attack +1 for the turn, which is really good. Really good. 2 hits. Yep, really good. Gankumon. I don't know if we'll be using Gankumon for this deck at all, but it's like a pretty decent card. 3 cost to evolve from a black or a red, which is pretty nice. 11k DP. And when Digivolving, you may play 1 Huckmon or a Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your trash without paying its memory cost, which is pretty good. And on your turn, when you play another Digimon by effect, Digivolve up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon. Basically what that means is that whenever you have a Digimon that's like, let's say, Digivolve like with several like sources under it, this basically goes and takes off the top Digimon card, which is pretty cool. It goes through a lot of effects, such as like prevents deletion, bounce to the hand, etc. But it's not too bad. I might be able to use this, I'll have to see. There is an X antibody we're looking for of this card, but that won't be until next week. And here we go with our Sistermon cards. We have Sistermon Blanc. Play cost of 3, 3k DP. On play, by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. You play this, you gotta just get rid of 1 of your cards, and you draw 2. This is pretty good with other Sistermon in tandem, because you can play them, since you can play them from the trash with Jesmon effects and Savior Hook. It's a free, just discard, draw 2. Not bad. And all turns, while you have a Digimon in play with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits, this Digimon gains Decoy red/black. So basically what Decoy does is that if an effect were to delete a other Digimon, I'll just read it here on the card. When one of your other red or black Digimon would be just deleted by an opponent's effect, you may delete this Digimon to prevent the deletion. So it can prevent things like getting Gaia Forced, which is just a cost option card that just straight up deletes something, which is really cool. It prevents that, it prevents any other effects from like deleting them. Pretty simple one, pretty good. We're gonna have this in our deck for sure. Sistermon CL. Now this one's interesting because there is one in BT10 that I would prefer to use, and BT6 as well, but we will have to use this for now. It just says, it's a 4 cost, level 4, 5000 DP, and it says reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights and its traits from your hand, from among them to your hand, my bad. And then trash the rest. I don't like the trash the rest part because you can trash some of your good cards instead of going to the bottom of the deck, but that's fine, it happens. And then all turns, all your Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits gain reboot. And this is also just, let's see, so basically reboot, it unsuspends the Digimon during your opponent's unsuspend phase, which is pretty cool. But you don't really need it, to be honest. We'll see what we'll do with this. We are going to have it, obviously, because we need Sistermon in play. But let's see, this is also treated in the same as Sistermon Noel. It includes virus. Huh, interesting. We're going to go ahead and go to the options. We have Aus Generics here. Main, it's a 1-cost red option. Main, one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. Then if you have a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits, gain 1 memory, and one of your Digimon gains Piercing for the turn. Piercing lets you basically swing over a Digimon and be able to do, if your Digimon survives, it gets to do a security check, which is pretty cool. Now, you can't use Piercing to end a game, unfortunately, but it's not bad. We might end up playing a full set of these just because we can. We have 2 from Master Disciple. Pretty good card. It reveals the top 3 cards of your deck as the main effect, and it's only 2 costs, which is pretty good. Add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits, which is really good because it just says card. It doesn't say Digimon, it just says card. And this has Royal Knight in its traits, which is really good. Roll them into your hand, and then you crash the rest, which isn't too bad. Then you leave this on the battlefield because it has a delay effect, and the delay effect is... Delay basically means that you get to put it on the field, and after a turn, you can trash it to use its delay effect. The next time one of your Digimon would Digivolve this turn, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1, which is pretty good. It doesn't have to be like a Royal Knight, a Huckmon, or anything like that. It's just a Digimon, and that's pretty darn good. Its security effect is reveal 3 from the top card. Yeah, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name, or Royal Knight in its traits. Add them to your, and then among them, and then trash the rest. Add 1 to hand, then place this in your battle area, which is pretty good. Then we have Quake, Blast, Fire, Father. I don't understand the name, but yeah. Well, you have it's a 7-cost black. While you have a Digimon with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. That's pretty good because you do need colors to be able to play like your options at all. It says delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or less. That's not too bad. The security effect is the same effect. We're gonna probably end up playing this because it's pretty decent. It's a deletion option for us. Well, yeah, it's a deletion option for us, pretty much. Here are the index cards that you get, and these are other memory gauges. They are pretty nice, so you go like this, and then they, you do their thing. And then on to the Tamer. The Tamer cards you get are pretty nice. We get Taikamiya. Your turn, all your Digimon get plus 2,000 DP. Sorry, 1,000 DP. Pretty decent. I like it. Helps our Digimon during our turn. And then security effect, you just play it from the security to, in your battle area for free. So that's cool. Davis Monomiya, this is a staple in most blue decks. It is a memory setter. It's basically what it does is if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3 at the start of your turn. Pretty damn good. And then on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 blue and 1 green Digimon among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Every Tamer has the same security effect, just so you guys know, as far as I've seen. But pretty good. It's a staple in most blue decks. I recommend playing this in any other blue deck you wish to play. I was thinking about putting this in here simply because of the fact that it is a memory setter. There is another memory setter which we might honestly go with instead, which is Izzy Azumi. But let's go ahead and go to the next Tamer. Let's see, on opponent's turn, all of your security Digimon get plus 2,000 DP. That's not too bad. We won't really need that because we're not playing yellow and we don't really care about it. But it's pretty good for decks who use their security as a thing like security control or anything like that. We have Kenichi Joji. If you have 2 or less memory at the start of your turn, set the memory to 3, which is pretty good. Oh, I guess there is another memory setter, my bad. And then when one of your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. Not bad, not bad. Now this card is, I think, the one we're going to end up playing in this deck, Izzy Azumi. It's a memory setter as well, which is really, really good. And on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If all of the revealed cards are black, gain 1 memory. Place the cards on top of your deck in any order. Now, we're most likely never going to get that gain 1 memory part, but we are going to be able to use Izzy as a memory setter. It doesn't hinder our deck, and it also lets us look at the top 3 cards of our deck. Again, not too bad. And then finally, Matashita. One of your Digimon is deleted during your return, obviously. You may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Again, not too bad. I used to use that in like older decks, but those are the cards that we got, and that's fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and get to the list. Alright, now with the deck list done, let's go ahead and get that started. So, we are starting off with 4 Huckmon, obviously because Huckmon is one of the best cards to go into. It is one of your prized possessions. You can't use most of your effects without Huckmon. We're going to go with 4 Candlemon and 4 Solarmon. The reason why you want to do this is simply because we don't have any other options. We're going to go ahead and go with only 8 champions. Kind of sucks because we had 12 rookies, but and a bit less champions. Would have been nice to have at least 10. But we are only at 2 copies of the champions. Sorry, not 2 copies, but we only have 2 champions to pick from, which kind of sucks. So we have 4 of the Bowhawk and 4 of the Marimon. We have 4 of the Savior Huck, 4 of the Skull Marimon because it's a cheaper cost. That and if you ever need to play it, you know, it's cheap. We have 4 of the Jesmon. This might be a bit much. I don't see it as much right now because it's kind of all we have. Ganku isn't really doing much for us, unfortunately, but Jesmon is. Jesmon is our main win condition here. 4 Systemon Blanc. It helps us draw our cards, so it's not too bad, and it also has decoy, so it's okay. 2 of the CL. The reason why we're not running 4 is because I don't like having too many CL. The BT6 one is way better because it gains you memory and gives you plus 2 KDP to all your like Royal Knights and Huckmons. This only gives you reboot, and it only gives it does search cards, but I don't really care about that because it trashes them, I believe, right? Yep, trashes the rest. We have 3 Osk generics. I think this is a pretty decent card just because of the fact that it's a free option, because if you have a Huckmon Royal Knight, you gain the memory back that you paid for it. It gives it plus 2000 DP, and it also gives piercing. And if it's ever hit in the security, you gain a memory, and it also gets back into your hand. So it's kind of like a mini Hammer Spark. Well, not really mini because the Hammer Spark's already 0, but you know what I mean. 4 from Master to Disciple. I think this card's amazing. It searches out your cards and it decreases Digivolution, which is not bad. We're going to go with 2 of the Quake Blast Fire Father because we need some deletion effects and might as well pick that. We're not going with 4 obviously because it'll clunk up our deck. 1 Taikamiya because I realized that having 2 was not a good idea. Plus 1000 is more than enough. And 2 Izzy Azumi because we want some memory setters, and we can actually use the black for certain, you know, if we ever need to use our deletion card. But it also helps our deck in searching more cards that we need, and if we ever need to trash something, blah blah blah, you know, later on in the future, it's not too bad. So that is the deck list, and we will get to some games here soon once our local starts. See you guys then. Snippet note, I forgot. We have 4 of the Gurimon. Wasn't sure if it was obvious or not, but we have 4 of them. We need our eggs. Might as well have 4 of them. Anyways, thank you. Sorry about that. First match today is with Reg. It looks like he's playing Security Control today. Well, I still have my beautiful Jesmon. I go first. I won the die roll, so that's wonderful. My Haction Egg over here, Digivolve into a Candlemon. I don't think I even had like anything to evolve into for this one. I think it was actually pretty bad for me turn 1, yep. All I had was a From Master to Disciple, if I remember correctly, in my hand, yep. And we got Jesmon, Huckmon, and the Sister CL. Look into my hand. I don't remember what exactly I had, but I grabbed the Jesmon, most likely because I just didn't need the other 2. Let's see, he hatches, so he draws, he hatches a Mother D Reaper, which kind of surprised me because I was like, huh, security control with D Reaper. I haven't seen that one in a while, or ever, really. But he passes it back to my turn with 3 memory. And then, let's see, we could put a Sistermon CL. Oof, we hit 2 bad cards, 2 cards we couldn't do anything with, and 1 that we just had to grab because it was the only one that was optioned there. I guess show it to him because it's a Royal Knight card. Since Sistermon CL just says it has to be a Royal Knight card or Huckmon card. That's pretty much it. It doesn't say it's a Digimon. Puts another one down, puts me at 1. Already brought up his Mother D Reaper. I believe here I'm actually able to evolve. So I swing first, I guess to get a check in. And then we just played another from Master to Disciple. Really stinks that we can't find a lot of things. I think at this point of the game I had two or 3 Savior Huckmons in my hand. And like 2 Jesmon or something like that. I just couldn't believe how crazy it was. But this is what happens when you don't have like more than 8 champions. And so he plays a Magnanimon, hatches another Mother D Reaper. Put down a Sistermon Blanc just because I need to draw. Get rid of a Skull Meramon? Yeah, Skull Meramon. Hopefully for next turn I have something ready. I don't think I do. But I will mention this. So this was our first match of the day, but it wasn't our first game. This is the second game, and so what I'm going to be doing for most of them is just going through the second game. Because I realized that these take a lot longer than I thought they would. And so yeah. I do apologize about the table shaking, kind of sucks, but now it's my turn. Put another Magnanimon down. Yep, I think I got a Meramon, yeah. Meramon for 1. Honestly speaking, Maramon's the GOAT right now. It really helps out the deck. We do that so we can make it go to 3. Savior Huckmon comes in and helps us out. He'll be able to swing into something that is unsuspended, which is really cool. And then I Digivolve into the Blitz Boy. Blitz Boy comes in. I will go ahead and just swing into I believe swing into the Mother, just to take it out. I had 16 KDP. He wasn't sure about it because the Gurimon is what really helped me out here. It wouldn't have been that, but yeah, because I have 2 or more Digimon on the board, it helped me out. We bring out Blanc from the hand, CL from the trash, with Savior Huck and just regular Jesmon. I actually didn't know that Jesmon was only from the hand. I thought it was from the trash or hand. I was completely wrong about that, but yeah. We go ahead and trash, I believe it was Fire Blast, Fire Quake, Father something. Crazy card, and then I got rid of another, I think it was a Meramon, or no, a Demi Meramon, and yeah. He's moving things up. He moves up his Mother D Reaper again. Not too bad, not too bad. Here he was counting how many Digimon he had on the board, just to make sure that his Death Xmon was good. And so he got a reduced cost of 4. See, 4 times 3, that's 12, so it's 8 cost. And so he's able to play it down. It does like kill most of my field, but I'm able to just stay into the Savior Huck, which is not too bad. But I can at least Digivolve into another one. I had the Huckmon that I grabbed earlier, so that was a good thing I had. I don't think I have. No, I do. Yeah, I have the Bow Huckmon here, which is very lucky because you don't usually get to hit level 4s in this deck with 2 starter decks. And then I go into another Jesmon, and obviously I'm gonna swing with Blitz and everything. So there's from the hand. I am going to get rid of. This might have been where I did Fire Father. Nope, that was Solarmon that I got rid of. Drew 2 cards. See if I could get something else out of there. And I'm grabbing a Blanc. No, not CL, sorry. Because then Death X would have wiped my entire board out. And I was able to just grab the Huckmon off this, I believe. Because I had nothing else to pick from. Other than the Bow Huck, but that didn't really matter because I think I had a Meramon in hand. So I swung in with Blitz. 2 checks, obviously. First one was an Omnimon. Sword Defeat, and then a Holy Wave. Which kind of sucks, because that means I basically just did 1 damage, and his board is full. And yeah, and then here at the end, I get rid of my Blanc, you know, because I have to, just part of the process. And then I pass it to my opponent. Them having 2 memory setters is kind of painful. But yeah, and then he swings with Death X, Sword Defeat. It's a Huckmon and another, I think that was about Huck. A Blanc, an Izzy. At least the Izzy was a good thing. I was able to at least look at the top 3 and see what I could grab. I put the Aus Generics in the top. Aus Generics is honestly a really good card. Unfortunately, it did not help me too much, and he used a, yeah, that thing. He used a Tactical Retreat, and he was able to basically get a memory off of it because of the Kari, which is pretty cool. And then he puts down another Gatekeeper to make sure I can never kill him. And we were just counting here, seeing how many we had available to us, because I wasn't sure what number it went to. And then here we go into my turn, ton of stuff. I think I bring out the Bauhuck. Yeah, I bring out the Bauhuck. Go to 3 because I'm evolving it into a Savior Huck, if I remember correctly. Yep, Savior Huck. I think I actually forgot to draw this turn. I'm pretty sure I forgot to draw this turn. It might have been it might be the next turn. No, it is this turn. Yeah, this turn I forgot to draw. I completely forgot to draw because I was distracted. And then, yep, onto that. Swing in there. We hit a Izzy, Matt and Izzy. I think that's what it. No, TK and Izzy. I think that's what it is. I think it's TK and Izzy. And yeah, no death there. I was kind of hoping so because we can use the effect, but we were just making sure that the Sistermon could do reboot to all my Railnets and Huckmons, and he was just checking to make sure they both have the effect going on them, where they're both going to be gigantic. And that one specifically that he pointed at had attack unsuspended Digimon. Kind of doesn't matter here, so we're most likely going to die because we have no blockers in the deck right now. But we swing into the Death X-Mon, we're just big enough to kill it, and we're able to bring out a Sistermon Blanc, and I don't think I had a Sistermon in hand? Yeah, no, and I didn't get rid of a card either for it, because I just didn't see the point in drawing more cards. Here we hit a Reinforced Memory Boost, kind of sucks. But not like it really matters too much. Here I say that, well, because it has Blitz, I can swing after doing the Tocado, and I swing into... I remember picking the... I went with the Gatekeeper first, but then I said I'll go with the Mother instead because it was easier. But, so the Aus Generics made it so they both had Piercing, plus 2000 DP, and they also gave me memory, so that's why they were both free, which is a really cool thing. But we hit another Holy Wave. And yeah, it was not fun to hit that, but I mean, it happens. And we had to draw for I don't remember what we drew for. Oh, it was for the Sistermon. So I put down another Sistermon Blanc because why not? And for that one, I did draw. That one I got rid of a Skull Marimon for it. And here he draws into a TK, and it doesn't really matter because he's just gonna swing one check. And I was like, oh, you sure you don't want to swing into the Sistermon? I was like, no, I'm good. And then I had to look into the... I had to do that, use the effect, and I decked out. And I couldn't grab anything, unfortunately, and my opponent passed it to me right after that, and I was game. It wasn't too bad. I enjoyed some of it. I was surprised at how well the deck stood up. So here on round 2, I am playing against Jason, the owner of the shop. He is playing an Imperial Dramon starter deck with some edits, I believe. So it's starter deck versus starter deck, not gonna lie. I got my ass handed in this game. Was not expecting the deck to just straight up destroy me. Didn't have too many issues with it. I do apologize about the deck and the decks in the graveyard being outside of you, the camera kind of shifted. Again, I do apologize about the camera moving so much. It's kind of just all I have right now. But I don't have any babies. All I have is a level 4. The level 4 bow hook, and that's all I have. So that's all I'm able to play this turn. I believe he gets a Madoki. No, it's a Betamon actually. He gets a Betamon set up. Even though it's blue, it can Digivolve on top of green. Which is pretty cool. And then XVmon. I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called XVmon. And I believe he puts down a Hail Mary Stingmon over here. Maybe? Could be wrong? Nope, he does. Okay. So a Hail Mary Stingmon. Now it's going over to our turn with just, I think it's 1 memory? Yep. Just 1 memory. So I drew into what I needed here, which was a, rookie. And I'm gonna play out generics just so I can hit through security. I thought I had what's it called? I thought I had the attack on suspended, but I was wrong. And I was just explaining to him the effect that it gains you a memory and gives you plus 2000 in piercing if you have a Huckmon or Royal Knight on the board, which is pretty cool. And then it swings for like 8k. Or is it 5k? It might be 5k. 6k actually. No, I'm pretty sure it's 8k. Either way, I was most likely gonna lose it next turn because of, the bouncing from the Hildramon DNA Digivolution, because he has everything set up and going for him. I think he just goes into it, yep, right now. He goes straight into it, gets his draw, bounces my bow hook. Kinda sucks to lose the bow hook, because I could have at least done something a bit later. Maybe. I don't think I drew until level 5 actually the entire game. And let's see, he's just checking how big it is. I believe it's 10k with restanding and draw, which is pretty sick. He completely survives all of it. And he evolves into an Imperial Dramon here, Dragon Mode, for 4 cost. So that's fantastic. He gets his sources out. I have absolutely nothing with 2 memory. I go in. And yeah, all I have is I would have been able to like Digivolve, but that's about it. There's nothing else I could have done that turn. And pretty much I'm 1 turn. This turn is pretty much my last turn if I don't do anything. He swings with his 12k. No, it's like I think it's like 13k beater because of the egg. Swings with the Stingmon. It survives. I'm surprised that thing survived. There's like so many things in my deck that get straight up like kill Stingmon in the security, but nothing got hit, which kind of sucks. And so then that goes. All I was able to grab was that, the option card, Sister Mont Blanc, and now he's just trying to get a what's it called? A DNA Digivolution. Any of them would work, so he evolves all the way up to XVmon to try to draw into it, and there it is. We just lose. And that's just game. Nothing we could have done there. Kinda sucks, but not too bad. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next match. Alright, we are on round 3. This is the final round. We had some help from Krista Quill over there. we are against our best friend Vaughn. He is playing Metal Garuru X, and this will be quite a match because it went a way I was not thinking of. Again, I apologize about the position of where everything is with the camera. The camera must have been bumped a few times or something during matches. But we are here now. We are good. I believe we are going first. Do not worry about that hand signal. It means nothing. But I'm hatching an egg. And I believe I have the full setup here, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have, like, everything. Turn 1. Which is kind of crazy. If I did end up having it. Nope, I did not. I guess I had a Sister Mont Blanc. So it'll be fantastic. around to 2 cards. I'm pretty sure that got us exactly what we needed. Even though we gave them 1 more memory, it was fine. Over here, as we can see, catching the Tsunomon. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Going into the Gabumon EX1. And let's see what else he got. I believe he goes into a Gabumon X? No, he goes into a P00, I think this is P008. And then into a Garuru X, into a Gabumon BT5. Looks at the top 5 cards. Sorry, top 3 cards, not 5. Takes the Garurumon. I think he took a Garurumon. I actually did not check what he got there. But he got that. And it's over to our turn. We're with 2 memory, and we just swing. She is dead. So far, from what I've seen, the deck has been okay. I really hope that next time, so we go into Balhuckmon as well. Yeah, so we were able to get off a lot of stuff here. So we were pretty golden. We even got the Disciple and the Master. Oh, there it is. That's the expansion I was talking about. Krista Quill helped us out a lot with that. And I dropped my hand. It was kind of funny. He was swinging at us too, and I believe we hit, yep, a Disciple and the Master. And that helps us a ton. Even if we're put at 1 memory, we're able to digivolve into our level 5 for almost free. Which is fantastic. He puts a Davis down, putting us up to 2. Let's see, he gets one of those 2 choices. I'm pretty sure he picks up the, promo Garuru. Putting down an X Antibody Omni and a Gabumon BT5, I believe. We bring up the Balhuck. I'm pretty sure we just use everything and just go in. Go down to 1. I believe we go into the it's the Savior Huck. And then we have the, just the regular Huck, the Jesmon, I should say. Putting him to 3 exactly, which is pretty good. Didn't want to give him 4. And swing with Blitz, obviously. I don't have Piercing, which is unfortunate. It would have actually helped a lot, but we have a lot of effects going off. I believe first we go with the Jesmon. Look at the top 3. Well, we only have 1 option. That's the Balhuck. We did lose a Tamer, which kind of sucks, but it happens. And then we do the Savior Huck, which lets us grab that Blanc that we had die earlier, which is fantastic. And then we just get rid of a Marimon, which, honestly speaking, I don't know if that was a good idea to move because I don't have that many level 4s. And then it's 2 checks, I believe, at 17? I believe it was at 17 because of the Garurumon and the Balhuck. And then we hit 2 checks that we go over. We get Reboot because of our, CL, all those things. I have heard this matchup's actually pretty in favor of Jesmon if you're able to get things set up, like with Genku X and all that other stuff, but obviously we don't have that, so that's what we're trying to get. Going to X Antibody, it's a free draw, as well as a search. I believe my opponent here reveals, Where Garuru, Promo, X Antibody, and then Metal Garurumon EX1. I told him that you can also grab the X Antibody, because that's what the card says. And he's like, oh yeah, no, let's try. And I helped him out with that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty nice helping him with that. And it's his turn, so we're just waiting to see what he does. Obviously evolves into the Promo, because why wouldn't you? You have the whole setup there, minus the Gabumon X Antibody. So he gets the draw, hits a Jesmon, and also activates Gabumon EX1. No hits, so they all go to the bottom of the deck. He hits a Jesmon, so he is going to have to use Garurumon X Antibody effect. And if he dies on the 2nd hit, he is dead. Does he go for it? Let's see. He's thinking about it, thinking about what to do. Moves his Tamer around. And he was asking me what all does my Jesmon do. It has Reboot, and it also has Decoy. Well, the Sister Mont Blanc gives a Decoy from red or black, which is pretty cool. He evolves up into an X Antibody for free. And he bounces my not my Ciel, my Blanc, sorry. And then, let's see, what does he do? His card, oh, he attaches an X antibody. So then his Lord Garurumon X can digivolve into a Metal Garurumon X antibody, which is fantastic. So that'll bounce my last Sistermon, that'll go back to hand. And so that'll put me at 4. And so it has, I believe it's at 15k. Oh, and he hits something in security, the Father Blast Earthquake thingy. So its effect is delete one Digimon with 13 cost or less, and because Metal Garurumon is, I believe, 12 cost, it goes down, which kind of sucks, but that's great. That was what our option was for, to delete something, and it deleted something, which is fantastic. And here, we unfortunately don't have enough for game, because he got rid of all our Sistermons. We could not have gone for game, but now we can swing in, get our Savior Hook and our Jesmon effect going in. There's Blanc. We'll use Blanc's effect to draw. Are we going to? Probably not. Maybe we are. We're thinking, and we get rid of a Ciel. That was the Ciel that was put into our hand the previous turn. And we can play it then again with the Savior Hook, which is pretty cool. And I think we're just going to grab the Bow Hook here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we grabbed the Bow Hook. Yeah, because we don't have another level 4 out because of the Huckmon that's already down. But it's 2 checks at, I believe it's still 17. 2 checks at 17. Okay. Nothing that stops us. So I think we're just going to fully set up the Huckmon on the back. Pretty sure that's what we do. Just checking out our trash pile, seeing what's available. Okay, we're looking through our hand, making sure we have everything that we can go into. I'm pretty sure what I do is I go into a Bow Hook and then play 2 of the From Master to Disciple. Just because it'll make it so, yep, there's one. It'll make it easier for me to, I did lose all those cards, which really sucked. But we go into another one, just simply because it'll make it so the next one that comes in gets a chance to like evolve for like 1. And we did lose a Tamer there, which really sucked. I'm pretty sure we lost 2 Tamers this game. Both of our Izzy Azumis. I believe they're BT4. Which is really unfortunate, but all he just hatched, so he doesn't have anything that he can bring out of raising. All he has is a Goblimon X. He does have enough memory if he has a hybrid. Does he have a hybrid? No. He goes into the 1 cost evolution. Well, I should say, it costs 2, but if it's on a Goblimon or a Goblimon of the sources of the Digimon, it lets you Digivolve on it for 1 less. Oh, looks like he scoops it up. Jesmon took a game. And we are back. So we have finished our first local with our awesome starter deck. As we saw with our 0-3 at locals, we got last place, so we were only able to get 1 pack. And fortunately, they do have BT10 as one of the packs we were able to get, and we were also able to get a pack of the promos from the tournament packs, Volume 5. It's fantastic. We'll see how this one goes. First, we'll just go ahead and do the awesome pack of BT10. We're going to see how this goes for us. Hopefully we get something nice. If not, that's fine. All we really want is Jesmon and some Sistermons. So we got Buzzing Fist, then Dokomon, Gaussmon for Blue Flare. I kind of want to do like a Blue Flare challenge, but I'll see what if I'll see that when I can. Dorulamon, Sendiramon, Weddingmon, Defense Plugin C. We got Seiken Mappa, maybe that's a thing. This is a really cool card because it'll help Royal Knight deck, so we could actually use this. We got a male Bergramon. Ooh, a Spadamon. We might be able to use this. Is this our first rare? And our first rare is a Sparrowmon. Not what we were hoping for, but that's absolutely fine. And a Kiriha Onuma. Well, that's not too bad. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but hey, next time we'll be able to do some pack openings at least, and get some cards that we'll need. At least we can possibly use like the Spotamon. Nothing else we can really use, unfortunately, except for like the Seiken Mappa. We'll be able to use that at least. Won't be the best, but it'll be what we can use. And then let's go ahead and check out our tournament pack. Let's see what we got. And we got a Jellymon, which is fantastic. We won't be able to use Jellymon. I was hoping for like maybe another level 3, but we did not get it, but that's fine. We got Jellymon. So, nice pulls. Well, hopefully next time it'll go better. We're gonna try to edit the deck with what we can open next time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and see you guys next time. Peace.